morning. Habari asubuhi. My name is Pinto. How many of you know me? Few, 2 or 3 people here. I'm lucky. My name is Pinto. I'm a life coach trainer, self-made. And I'm a marketer by profession. Cargo here is my friend, and I decided, why not? Change is inevitable. Have you ever heard something like this before? So you're also wondering what is happening. Sindio? It is not something much, something very small, but I hope at the end of this session we'll have gotten something. First and foremost, I think God created all of us. Is it true? There's nobody who was created by someone else. It is God. So God took time. He sat down, he brought all the things that he wanted to use to create all of us. And then God cannot take time to create a nobody. So that means in the opposite, you're a somebody. But that somebody is up to you. Some of us lost life long time ago. A friend of mine once said, a man died at 21 and was not buried until 78. What does that mean? Some of you, when you left high school and you reached 21 years old, you were dead. Now you've been walking dead. The actual burial takes place at 78 when you are an old man. So there's nothing you can do from 21 years old up to 78. Why? Those people who are successful outside there, they're not smarter than you. They are not. Education is a formality. How many people have papers? Very many. For example, where I work, people are looking for work, but you are employed. So let us not take for granted what we have right now. The topic of my motivational talk is empowered to motivate. The little experience that you have in life, if you share with your colleagues, do you normally pray in the morning when you come to work? You pray and then you work. Good. It is normally said, I'm having a brainy quote here, that no man is good enough to govern another man without others' consent. There's nobody who can come and start governing you without your consent. It does not happen, not on earth. Who we are, we want to be a consultancy initiative that is committed to helping organization, institution to develop and retain employees who can help them achieve their objectives, mission statement, and their vision. I normally ask, how many counties are there in Kenya? 47. Some of us even know who is the county director or the CEO of Nakuru. Who is the governor? We even know the deputy governor. To some extent, we even know some cabinet secretaries. How many branches are there in Tuskys? Sorry? Who is the financial controller of Tuskys? We have no idea. I normally ask myself, what is the business? I don't work for the county government, but I know Kinudi and Mbugwa. I know how many counties are there, but I work for Tuskys. I'm not interested in knowing who is the branch manager of Tuskys hierarchs. So it shows I'm not serious with what I do. The county governor, for example, Kinudi and Mbugwa, knows the information that regards county government. If you know, it means you are helping Kinudi and Mbugwa in his work. You're in Tuskys, but you don't know. For example, how many products are listed in this branch? Apart from the manager and cargo, who knows? We have no idea. So lack of interest. But if you ask me how much money Waiguru and their team spent, I know. Am I making sense? So that is the lack of interest. At the end of the workshop, the objective, personal development. Focus on yourself. Life does not begin in Tuskys and ends in Tuskys. There is life after Tuskys. But when you are a human being, create time for number one, work. Because without this work, you cannot support your family, you cannot support yourself. I can see very bright faces. I'm told it is this light that makes you brown and you look like... Some of you are not supposed to wear suits. I wear suits to kufunika shida. Because some of you are very smart. If you wear suits, everybody will be calling you in the street, sir. The second one is business development. At the end of the day, if you're motivated, what happens to Tuskys? It is also growing, and we at the end of the day we get good sales. Why customer? I wanted to mention something on customer. So we're talking about customer, attitude, and grooming. 3 things. Number 1 is customer. Why customer? There is only one boss, and whether a person shines shoes or living for a living or heads up the biggest organization in the world, the boss remains the same. It's the customer. He pays everyone's salary and can decide whether the business is going to succeed or fail. In fact, he can decide to fire everybody in the company, including the director. Is it true? How? By simply spending their money to the competitor. If all the customers who come here, today they decide we are not going to Tuskys, we are going to Ulmat, what will happen? All the media guys will be here. What is happening? Because that money that they bring here, that is what we are paid with. Did you know that that is the money that we are being paid with? It's the same. Everything we do, every concept perceived, every technology developed and associate employed is directed with this one objective, clearly in mind, is to pleasing our customer, including what we are doing here. We want to learn how we can please our customers. Customer service levels. Our customer service, if it is less than customer expectation, that is poor service. But when our customer service is equal to customer expectation, that is ordinary. So you're just giving them what they want. If they want bread, it is here, they pick it. That is ordinary. But what is excellent customer service? If our customer service is greater than the customer expectation. Why do customers quit? How many of you know? Why do customers quit? Did you know that most organizations lose about 25% of their customers every year? Why? Let me surprise you. Only 1% of those customers left Tuskys died. 1%. What happened to 99%? 99%, 3% moved away. They just decided, I'm not going to Tuskys. I don't like it. 5% friend influence. Don't go to Tuskys. There's another staff there who is very rude. They have very expensive staff. They have all those stories. Friend influence. How many percentage? 5. 9% competition. I think I saw something in Tuskys, but it is a bit expensive, so I can buy it next door. Only 9%. 14% product dissatisfaction. They come, they don't find what they want. So if you add 14 to 9 to 5 to 3, it is not even 20%. What happens to the 68%? Staff attitude and indifference. That is what chases customers from Tuskys. Attitude and staff indifference. We need to change our attitude towards customers. We need to learn how to polish our indifferences. We are all over 18 and should behave so. More so, I think we are all parents. If not, if we are not all parents, we are all parents in the making. There should be a difference. Attitude. 85% of success is about attitude and behavior, and only 15% from skills learned in school or college. When I was starting, I talked about education. It's a formality. Imagine yourself in a class where everyone is doing BCom, Bachelor of Commerce. You're all the same. What makes the difference? You all work for Tuskys. Assuming you all work in the lines, what makes the difference? There's something in you that you've not realized. There's a button like a remote control. How many of you know how to use a remote control? None. Even those who works in electronic section here. I'll prove you don't know how to use that electronic remote. Why? We only know the function of play, stop, rewind, and pause. So most of our remotes, they get worn out where the play button and the rewind. Why don't you learn even the other buttons? What are they used for? That is how you live your life. You play, you come to Tuskys in the morning, you rewind, you go back home, you stop, you're sleeping, you forward, and you rewind, period. There's some blue, red, pink, I don't know which colors in that remote. Who knows what they're used for? We have no idea. That is where we fail. That is how we live our life. Customers chasing attitude, I don't know. If you're asked by a customer, kitu fulani iko wapi? I don't know. I don't know in Kiswahili means sijui. So you are not giving this customer any opportunity to explain anything. The moment you tell them I don't know, they look at the door and they say they don't know. You will have to. You will have to. Lazima. You cannot tell a customer lazima. They will go. They will not come. We can't do that. Hatuwezi. Hatuwezi. Customer chasing attitude. Just a second. That is African term. Just a second. You cannot do anything in a second, including saying a statement. Just a second, and then you disappear behind the shelf, only to come back after 2 hours. But you told the customer, just a second. If I was that customer, you will find me carrying a very big paper bag from Walmart, because you told me just a second, but you took 1 day. Offer solution, I don't know. Instead of telling customer, I don't know, offer to help. There are customers who come to look for something here. That something is not here, but you know where it is because you live in Nakuru. How much does it cost you to tell customer, I think you can check from Mache Plaza, you can check from this other outlet? That customer will be very happy. Make friends, talk to customers. They are human beings like you. Are you not customers? You're also customers. So do to others what you want them to do unto you. The Bible says that my people perish because of lack of knowledge. And that lack of knowledge is why we don't know what we are doing. Honesty. We normally think about robbery. If I was to do an evaluation every 2 hours, I call George. Who's called George here? George, report to the office. And then I ask you, what have you done since morning for the last 2 hours? Tell me, then I take notes. I release you, go back to work. After 2 hours, I call you back. Please come and tell me, what were you doing in the last 2 hours? Then you go for lunch. I do that for everybody up to the evening. Will I find what you have done throughout the month? And then at the end of the month, you take your beautiful ATM card, insert it in an ATM somewhere, and then it shows you the balance, and you're happy. You're robbing somebody. Before the eyes of God, you're robbing. But if you sweat and you work, for those who are in squad, I think there's a squad, the offloading team, they work hard. But there are also of us who work smart. So please, if you're inserting that ATM in a ATM machine, make sure it is genuine. Personal grooming and first impression. I didn't want to talk more about customer, but we'll be back. Personal grooming and first impression. You never get a second chance to make first impression. First impression, look good, sound good, feel good, smelling good, positive body language, good clothes open all doors. Customers look at you and in the first 5 seconds, customers meet you, they've made up their mind, whether you're going to help them or not. Grooming, hair clean and styled appropriately, and clean nails, skin and teeth, wearing makeups for the ladies. Check fragrance and clothing care. Why must we groom? Why must you dress smart? There's a time, Tuskys, there are some of you I'm seeing in uniforms. Why must we dress in uniforms? Why must we be clean? Why must we shave? People perception from groomed appearance, they think you're professional. So if you're wearing a t-shirt written LG and you're selling me LG product, whether you tell me that TV will take 20 years, I will say yes sir, because I think you're the most experienced. But if you're wearing some shirt written trust, then you're telling me now you can use Omo to remove stains I will be wondering, this guy is not telling me the truth. Why is he wearing trust and he's telling me Omo? So that is the reason why you see merchandisers and promoters, they wear the brands. That alone convinces customers. If they tell you you can drink Omo, you will drink because you believe them. Level of sophistication, intelligence. People think you are intelligent when you wear, when you dress smart, when you shave well. Credibility or reliability, and also respect. Because of time, I'm giving you a case scenario, real experience. I used to work in Nairobi. So there's this professor, I've forgotten his name, from the University of Nairobi. There's a day I was in a suit. He's the one who stopped to greet me, said, "Hi, how are you? What is your name? Do you live here?" We chatted for a while. The following day I was in a t-shirt and a slippers because I lived in campus. He passed me. I was wondering, why did he do that? Have you seen people, kuna watu wana mistake. You say, I want to be simple. Being simple does not mean you come to town in slippers and in a short and in a promotional t-shirt. Even your friends will disappear. They will disappear. Good clothes open all doors. Let us be honest in what we are doing, and should we get time, we'll be back. Thank you guys very much.
All of you are here for a reason. No one came here because they don't have anywhere to go. No, that is wrong perception. And the wrong perception leads to negative attitudes. And the negative attitudes will apply these negative attitudes to the customers, which will lead to loss of sales. Which is, but still at the end of the month, you still want that salary. How do you think it's possible? It's not possible, right? Even the salary will just decrease, and you'll start complaining as to why. But you have to love your job and love what you do. And face the reality. Accept where you are right now and tell yourself, like, in the next 5 years, I want to be somewhere. And set a goal. You have to ask yourself some questions like what are my desires? What should I have to set? What do I have to achieve? Why do I have to achieve them? Where to do it? Who to do it with? And how are you going to do it? I'm saying business don't know where you come from. It speaks one language, which is universal and every human being understands. Hata washago, kimsho biashara, he or she will understand. Because that's the common language. As we are here, after that, do this, just shake your neighbor's hand. Shake your neighbor's hand. Vizuri, mwambie mambo. Shake your neighbor's hand. We are all one. And if you all work together, we can all go through this. Right? And other thing, don't say management this, management that. Apana. Whatever comes. We're ready to receive it, and we'll fight through it if you all come together, right? But all I know is God is there and He has a plan. And what we are facing is just a passing cloud. Everything will come to pass, and you'll smile. Trust me. You will smile. Come mimi sasa. You will smile. Let's have hope for tomorrow. Tomorrow cannot be the same as today. Yeah, so let's see the future. Don't see it right now. Don't see the present. Look where you're going. Don't see where you are right now. Set your goals. Other thing, you know, life is hard. If you can see the amount of applications being sent to the HQ, you'll be surprised. If one person takes all those papers together and recycle them, that guy will become a millionaire right now. Because the amount of papers are too much. People have degrees, PhDs, but they still look for work. And work is what you guys are seated over here have. Right? You all have work. And you're all under payroll. And You have to have that passion that drives you every day, that makes you wake up by 6 and be at work by 7:45 and clock in. So you have to have that passion very, very, very much. Let it drive you, and the ones you have goals for. And don't wait for someone to make changes, then you do. Don't look at someone, look at yourself. You make that move. People will appreciate you later, even if not now. Later is much greater. Mshaisikia hiyo? If you don't love me now, you'll love me later. When the later is much greater. Right? For sawa. So because of time, I think we'll cut short. I hope to see you next time. I didn't mention my name, but you all know me. Jina langu ni Yahya, kuna Kago, kuna Yusuf, kuna Motivator, kuna Professor, yote mkitaka. Hata juu ya time, alafu I want you to promise one thing. If you open that door, attend the customer because your life depends on it. Your salary depends on it. What you earn depends on it. So when we open that door, taka mkwe very active. Work at your very best. Don't look at someone. Don't look at someone to make a change. You do it. And I'll tell you, you'll head far. You'll head far. So thank you very much. That was a wonderful time. Thanks for the camera, the shoots. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Morning, my name is Ngare Pinto, a life coach, self-made, and we sat down somewhere with my friend Kago, and we were thinking to ourselves, the retail industry is growing and guys are coming to Kenya, and because of the gap we felt that why not talk to people, because we believe that it is employees who are the most valuable assets of any reputable organization in Kenya and even beyond Kenya. Now we thought to ourselves that employees need some information in as far as life is concerned, because the Bible says that my people perish because of lack of knowledge. So we thought to ourselves that we get time and talk to our staff, because it does miracles to inform people about life. Because customer service, as we have spoken to some of the employees, is the most important thing that we need to share with them. Because life is about attitude. Attitude makes us or breaks us. So as time goes by, I think that when we know how to deal with our customers and changing our attitude, all will be well. All will be well. The gap and the competition is growing steep, and my friend here being one of the directors, we felt wise we can share something to propel the organization to the next level. So basically what we are up to is to motivate employees on issues to do with the life, because I believe everybody in the organization faces various health challenges, varying from illness, fatigue, stress, just to mention but a few. But to overcome all these, I think we need somebody to come in, a life coach, to tell us what is to be done. Yes, I think that is all, and as we go on, we will be sharing much. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Yahya Kago Yusuf. We are here to motivate our staff and to show them there is still hope, to make them work hard, to show respect to the customers, and to attend them like their life depends on it. I'm here with my friend Pinto, and thanks to the manager, Mr. Marioko, who gave us this opportunity for 30 minutes in the morning on Wednesday 24th Feb. We thank him very much, very, very much, and we appreciate it. We are hoping for change. It will change customers, employees' attitude. We are here. It's a wide topic, public relations. It's a wide topic. There's many organizations out there who need this motivation, staff morale, and I hope I'll come to other institutions, organizations, and spread this motivational speech. Thank you very much. I hope I'll see you guys soon, very soon, and thank you very much. Cargo.
My name is Joseph Marioko, the branch manager at Tuskys Midtown. Today is a beautiful day. We say it's beautiful to have a motivation speak or talk to our staffs, so that at least we can give them hope and they can have encouragement of both at their work area, whatever they do, and also in life. And it was a good session. We had good speakers. They encouraged them, they gave them hope, and we are seeing for overseeing these to change the attitude and also how our staff works or serve our customers. So it was a good day, and we are hoping to reap good fruits then future. Also to increase our sales because of that change of attitude and perception of our staffs. And we look forward to have these sessions more and more in future, so that we can also build their spirits and their hope in future. So it's an encouraging thing, and I encourage also, and I thank one of our staff, Mr. Kawa Yusuf, for initiating this program. So it is a beautiful thing, and I may pray God to bless us all as we undertake this program to change the perception of our staffs. Thank you.
Okay. Mimi kama mfanyikazi wa Tuskys napenda kazi yangu. Mimi ndio kitu ya maana ni customer service. Customer ndio tunakabisha customer mzuri, sababu anatulipa. Mimi na Ezra, I love my job.
Kwa majina mimi ni Catherine Remo Kemani, mimi ni staff wa hapa Tuskys. Napenda kazi yangu na nashukuru kwa hii motivational speaker wenye wamekuja siku ya leo. Naomba ikuwe mostly kila wakati na ikuwe na masaa mingi. Tumefurahishwa sana nao.
Kwa majina naitwa Moses, nimefanya Tuskys kwa muda sasa. Hii kazi imekuwa ndio kiinua mgongo wangu. Nimeelewa watoto, nikarisha familia yangu. Ya kwanza nataka kuwashukuru wote wameleta programu hii ya motivation. Imetunua mara kwa mara, mtu huenda chini na akipewa motivation huinuka. Sasa tumeinua na kuonyesha kwanza. Customer ndio kiungo muhimu cha hii kazi. Ukimnufaisha naye atakunufaisha. Kwa life you need to do your work and promote your family. Hayo yote tunashukuru Tuskys kwa yote yametujalia na wote walioshiriki kwa hiki kipindi. Haya yote tumeshukuru Mola, yote tumetoka na ambapo tumefika ni Mwenyezi Mungu. Asante kwa wote walio tufikisha hapa ambayo tumefika hii kazi na wote wanaoishikilia, tunashukuru Mola kwa haya yote.